Good morning, I've come to sing this song. Good morning, I hope you sing along. Have I sung you my morning song yet? That's the start of it. Inspired by Debbie Reynolds and Snow White, but without remembering the actual words, I made up my own. Good morning, I've come to sing this song. I'm a little froggy, I just woke up for real. Anyway, hi, welcome back to Artists in the Wild, y'all. It's in the early morning hours here in the forest. This is actually Tahoe National Forest, which is really cool. It's so beautiful. It looks like camping all the time. It's just really beautiful. So we're back with part 2 of A Showgirl Prepares. This is my return to performing after a year-long break, which I just had right before I got out here. For those of you following along, I'm trying. Well, I had to come back to Northern California. I hadn't been here in a year either. And it really is just such a place that I fell in love with. I mean, I've been saying lately, this is one of the most complicated relationships I've ever been in my life, is with this place. But, you know, it was also during COVID. People were acting crazy, and people get extra crazy in the mountains, too. There's gold in them thar hills. Golden quartz, actually, under our feet. So maybe it does make people a little extra crazy. Me included. But I'm back now, and it's weird to be like editing my Baltimore show footage right now. I feel so far away from it, and I feel like all I want to do is videotape pine cones for you guys. But we'll get there. I'm going to do that too. But this is important in terms of what I'm offering on this show, Artist in the Wild, because that's it. It's me making a show no matter what. Like, no matter what obstacles came up, the show had to go on. So you will see me in this episode making do without hardware that I very much needed, but I had to mock up a set piece for myself without being able to get to the store right away. I had to wait for my yoga with puppies check. You guys remember I'm doing that? I'm planning like a whole episode of just puppy porn for y'all, because that's just one side job I've had for several months now, which is teaching yoga with puppies. It's a thing. It's unbelievable, I know. Anyway, I finally got the hardware, got the set piece really secured, and I was building all kinds of new props. I even succeeded in my mission of slowly, I'm getting rid of all the IKEA furniture in that house in Baltimore. And I was able to repurpose one of the drawers from a dresser. And man, it's like you cannot take IKEA furniture apart because it just does not, it like something breaks on it. It's really annoying. Because I was trying to rehome the whole dresser, and then like a couple things broke. Very annoying. But I used the dresser drawer for a boat. And I used, just lots of found wood that was just lying around. Luckily, I had enough actual big pieces to pull this set piece off. And I was very happy with how it turned out, actually. Really just kind of brought it all to my whole idea to life. And what's so funny is that I was like well into this project before I realized that it was the poster that I painted with me peeking behind a little curtain, and it's like the whole stage. I was like, oh, I didn't realize I was just making the poster for my show. That was the idea, was that it was like a stage within a stage. And then it worked out really great too, because I had a little tiny stage that I had made for my sister with my father when she was like 7, I guess. She was pretty young, and I made this little puppet stage that you'll see in there, and I borrowed it back from her because she's not using it right now. I don't know why either. She has like a bunch of boys. They're going to get into it soon. I'm going to pave the way for that. But anyway. And then there was another little stage that I made for my niece on the other side of my family. So 3 generations of stages that I've made went into this. Like I said, the show was actually really great. It was, you know, just really stressful getting it together. I guess mainly because of the lack of money, which is never a reason. And then I was very resourceful and creative. So that's why I feel like this is an important one to show you, just like the show will go on ethos playing out and trying to stick to some kind of schedule and really, like, you know, get things done, which luckily I did. I mean, it all could have been tighter in the end, but getting it up on its feet, it's like, that's the hard part. So really, I just had to like be like, well, whatever I do now, it's just gravy. That's the icing. So we're going to continue watching some of that. And then the next episode, I'll put in some of the footage from the show. I didn't have enough space to record the whole show. Also, I don't really like recordings of shows. I just really think you're meant to be there. And there's, you know, unless it's like filmed very creatively, which we learned from a documentary that me and my ex-husband had made about us called Us Naked, Trixie and Monkey, and where the filmmaker followed us for 7 years. I mean, you know, I'm fully aware like of the interesting footage of our performing that comes out of that was, you know, usually handheld, someone like right there. It's like when you capture the feeling, and a person has to do that, not just like documenting what happened. It's like capturing the feeling and the essence of it, which is also a creative thing. So I don't really like just recordings of shows, but I got a little bit of footage, so I am going to share that with you all in the next one. But for now, please enjoy watching more of my creative solutions to ridiculous problems that I come up with myself. Hey, it's me. Not your average middle-aged lady stuffed like a sausage into a leotard. I'm an above average lady working on getting my splits back. Oh gosh. We're getting there. Progress, people. Progress. We're doing it. Oh, okay. It's 13 days to go. I got out my performing table, which is like a modified massage table because it folds up, it's easy to travel. Got the pulpit stage on it, figuring out what I'm gonna do. You guys, it's yeah, I've had like every emotion. I say this all the time and I just can't emphasize it enough because I think people think that performing is just like so glamorous. It's like, oh yay, look at me, like, and you know, it's really intense. It's like feeling like the imposter syndrome, that really strongly battling everything I've ever heard about getting older. Like anything that's ever been told to me, including how like my peers and friends are reacting to their own bodies. I'm just like, I'm not listening. I'm finding out for myself. I'm doing something different. I'm gonna find out a different way. So here I am finding a different way. And you know, it's really humbling. I haven't been like really in my body in a long time. Like since I lived in LA, like just moving out to the mountains and COVID and everything, just, you know, I just took a long break, you guys. But I wanna see what's possible. And it's really intense. It's a lot of discomfort and with my own stuff because it's like I'm aware that it used to feel different. I'm aware that it's really like, you know, the sensations are strong. And, you know, but I like using my breath, going into it, like, you know, feeling my edges, feeling my tightness, feeling that stuff and seeing if I can get it to shift. Get something to let go a little bit every time and then maintain it. So it's real, you guys. It's just like, you know, performing. I just say being an artist is a service job. It's like so confronting. It's so like you're just a filleted, vulnerable, tender, innocent child trying to put yourself out there. And it's like, and people have so many opinions. It's like, I mean, even my mother is like,
she won't go see that kind of a show. It's like what that does to my brain. Like, oh God, I don't even want to talk about it. Anyway, yeah, it's not really about me feeling good. Performing is like very, very humbling. Very humbling. But I'm showing up, and that's the entire battle. Showing up is the entire battle. So it's like it doesn't really matter how far I get, but I'm gonna find out.
So I hadn't actually worn high heel shoes regularly in a long time, and it's like a thing. I mean, I used to never think about it. I would run to the subway in heels in New York all the time. But so I wanted to put them on and just give them a little test run. Unfortunately, the main place to walk in the house is the stairs.
Okay, so hopefully this will make sense. I didn't show the process, but all the wood pieces you see are pieces I reinforced because this thing was just like all gnarled up. And I don't even know what happened to it, but like it just got all gnarled and had some instability. So I tried to reinforce it. I didn't do the whole thing, and I tried not to take it apart and just do the minimum, but hopefully that's gonna shore it up a bit. Okay, so I found some wood. I still haven't finished that project because it needs particular kinds of screws and I didn't have them. But anyway, okay, so we're making do. I found 4 boards. This one's really pretty gnarly. It had some water damage from a flood, but we're gonna clean them up. Got brown paint, not black, but making it work here, people. Okay, 11 days to go. Feeling pretty overwhelmed, but I have a plan. It's a really ambitious plan, but it's a plan. I just wish I could just go buy the materials I need. It's just so annoying. Like, if you don't have money, you have to put in time. And like, I don't have a lot of time. And it's like, it's all just crazy. Anyway, I'm going to try to build a boat out of this. I did get, need to touch up that, but it looks pretty cute. And I still need to create like a workspace in here. It flooded again. It rained a lot yesterday. The water came in all over there. So it's just a little overwhelming. Like, I want to be working in here. Like, this is the point. This is like why I've been here. I've been trying to figure this out, a way to work in here this whole time. But it's like, it just needs so much. Anyway, making it work. We're making it work, people. Okay. You guys are going to laugh at me, but I'm doing it real analog, simple style because I can't actually afford to go get screws until Friday. So I labeled these because they're a little wonky. I had to go around some of the gnarly bits. So it has to be matched up exact. And I'm just going to try to mock it up this way. Okay, so I ended up doing 6 holes, and it's way sturdier on this side. I can't believe I'm doing it like this, but it's kind of cute. So I'm gonna change these 4 hole ones to 6.
This is kind of ridiculous, even for me. I've never tied lumber together before, but, you know, I'm always talking about just using found materials for the 1.0 of something, and it usually works out better than if you had the perfect materials, because you do have to make different creative choices. And this is definitely a case with this set piece because of this string or the yarn, which I had a lot of because a friend of mine was moving and unloaded a whole bag of like unfinished macrame projects and her supplies on me. And so I have a lot of that, which is good because it held everything together.
Okay, so 2 hours later, I have basically rebuilt the whole entire thing. But that's okay. I had to reinforce a lot, you know, like I would be doing this a lot more, what I call idiot-proofed. Everything like would be collapsible and somehow portable, but like I just don't have time. So I'm working with big props basically because I can, like barely. I'm still gonna have to arrange a ride and stuff. But, you know, normally I try to be very minimal, but it's my show and it's just me. So I'm going to make a whole world about it. So anyway, it looks pretty good. I have to figure out like how to decorate the boat, and, but this will be nice because then like my knees can be up and it can hold some props. And I had to like, because I took the rails off and that was like the only thing holding the thing together. So, I screwed down the panel and put these supports in so that I could like pull it in because it was just a couple of things holding it together. And then on the bottom, I added this. So it's a little higher. It does still rest on this lip, so I got to figure that out. But in general, it's just higher, and I screwed it all in from the bottom. Yeah, and then I'm gonna Velcro this, tie it. Everything's tied right now. I'll just tie it on. I'll make it look like the anchor or something and just tie it on. How about that? Anyway, it's going well, but this is the 9 days to go. So yeah, I'm really hoping for a stage hand. That would be really helpful. I need to have everything made, like going into next week. I need like a full week. So it's not even a full week because I have to load in on Saturday. So I have to be done by Saturday. Ugh. So it's not painted, obviously, but I'm not sure about the middle layer. These ones just like there. Okay.
And I finally made it to the hardware store, and I went to the little neighborhood one. It's called High's Variety. It's an absolute gem of a place. The prices are actually really good, and they're all negotiable, which is also helpful. But I got some weights for the puppet strings and just the carriage bolts and some new blades and stuff.
I actually am gonna do the dishes before I move on to my next activity, just to clean up in between. It's gonna help me stay organized and calm. Hate when I let the dishes get out of hand. And I cleaned up to do this shoot, and I'm like, I should just keep it clean. So we're trying to tighten up operations yet again. Okay, got the kitchen cleaned back up. And the floor just has to dry. Confetti didn't come up. I was thinking how annoying it is to be like an artist sometimes, because it's like in order to catch all the ideas and the creativity, I have to be like way out here in the wild. But then I have to like catch the ideas, make the art, then like run around to the front and be able to like talk about it and write grant proposals and make a thesis and a mission statement, put words, which are very clumsy tools, onto something that like I'd rather spend more time making that magical than trying to squish it down into some sort of like digestible pill for people. It's really hard. That's really hard. Big old thunderstorm. Look at that. Still pretty dark over there. It's clearing up here. Okay, I haven't videotaped anything in a while. Just been working like nonstop, but it is it's today Thursday? Wednesday. It's Wednesday before the show, and I got this shored up. If you can see, I kept some of the ties just for like cute effects, but that has L brackets now. $40 at just on hardware. So stupid, but made a big difference. It really just like brought the whole thing together. Big carriage bolts down there, and I did 2 pieces of wood on the feet there, and it's really pretty dang sturdy. Much better. And I just screwed that so it's not as collapsible as I want things to be usually, but this is the 1.0, getting it up on its feet. Okay, so it's the Friday before, and yeah, it's kind of a mess, and like I should be rehearsing, but it's also like the details. It's got tightened up, so like this is really good. Hold on. It just goes on. That's what the screen goes on with, and then there's like, go back here. It's nice, there's like hooks to hang my coat. So there's hooks, and there's hooks down there, and there's hooks up there, and then this is just tied. Can you see it? Ugh. I love how this fringe curtain looks. So like I ended up putting a slit in it. Then this is also the look here. So yeah. Ties and bolts and whatever else, and got these lights bent around, but you need a light back here, but up there, and it can't be too bright. It's like, these are the things that make or break it. So I'm just working on the meta part of the show, and I wish I had more time to rehearse, but like, it's gonna have to come the next time. It's like just getting it up is like really, so it's gonna be a live rehearsal, but I'm actually really proud of the things and how they're coming together. And that feels good. And that's enough. Like, I just want to enjoy this so much.
Hey y'all, summer is off to a beautiful start. I'm so happy. Like, I can't even talk about it. I know, it's crazy, right? Like, my face is like kind of sunburned. And, but I'm also, like, I'm sunburned, windburned, just regular old chapped. I've got paper cuts, knife cuts. My fingernails are a mess. Like, it's like all the things are happening. I'm just like settling back into like how life is out here, You have to acclimatize, I felt it really just finally started to happen. Like, like I'm almost a week in. It's like, oh, okay. Now I've gotten here. Because you're getting this, like, the complexity of, like, the cold and the hot and the mosquitoes and the water and the dry and everything. And it's like, it's so good. It's so good. It's like, yeah, I'm chewed up by a million mosquitoes and I'm just itching all the time. And I'm like, yeah, I know it. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't change that thing. Oh, it's so good, you guys. Anyway. It is the kind of place you can get this at the thrift store. Not even joking, you guys. You know I love thrifting. But also I love gemstones and like tiger's eye. I mean, you're the tiger. But God, this is like, it's like Betty Rubble, or Wilma, like their jewelry. The shape of it. All right, later, alligators. So I pulled over and just had to show you this cool tree. Also the views. Look at it's just like a bowl of cedars over there. Like for giants, it's like a bowl of cedar cereal. It's just all trees. And it's like a bowl. Anyway, look at this. Can you see it? Hold on. Look at this. There's like moss in between the bark. It's so cool. It's a ponderosa pine. And this one has this crazy curve. Look at it. Isn't that wild? It goes boink. Anyway, I really appreciated this tree. Just had to share it with you because look at that bark. It's like unbelievable. It's really neat. You can tell I've been working outside. Fingernails. Woo. Oh, it looks great. Okay, y'all. This concludes our episode. I'll just wrap up with some of my favorite time that I could ever spend listening to the radio in my truck, driving down country roads with my dog friends. It really doesn't get much better than that. It's the little things. So enjoy, and I'll be back with the third installment from my show preparation in this next one. So stay tuned. You guys know what to do. I am trying to grow this channel, so you could help me out a little bit. Really, it's like liking, commenting, all that stuff really does matter. But I'm close to getting over the 500 watch hour mark, which means that I could start making money off my little adventure here. So I'm hoping you'll support me and help me do that. Okay, bye. living the good life here. Those ears going. There we go. Lift off.